T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
T&D Sports Video presents the Orlin and Cohen High School Basketball Game of the Week. Today, it is a state semifinal as the Gales of St. Mary's take on the Royals of Christ the King High School. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Holy Trinity High School right here in Hicksville, New York, for the second of our two state semifinals. Mike Trezor on hand to bring you all the action, along with Locust Valley girls coach Mike Gadone. And Mike, let's talk for a minute or two about this Christ the King team, a team very, very deep, very talented. They go 10 deep, and all 10 girls can really light it up.
Absolutely. This is a perennial powerhouse that we're talking about. A little younger than in past years, but really haven't missed a beat. Still, you're talking about, Bob Mackey, the guy's won 500 games, 524. He's a legend in his own right, but the entire team's solid, as you mentioned, from top to bottom.
And their show is run by a girl who's small but plays big. That, of course, is number 3, Ayanna Culver.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, only 5'3", but is really the prototypical guard who can push it, who can distribute, who can score. They have size as well, which is nice, and we'll get to that later on. But when you have a guard, a senior guard, who's running your show, boy, you're in good shape.
St. Mary's, Mike, a team that we saw last weekend. It is a team that is still young, very, very talented, still growing into that sort of state semifinal, state final kind of role. But again, deep and a lot of talent on this team.
Absolutely, yeah. Had a little bump in the road, but all credit to Sacred Heart last week, who really won the game, took St. Mary's out of their game. So it's interesting to see here in the week of preparation, what does St. Mary's do? Did they change up anything? Are they going with everything as previously prescribed? I'm going to say they're going with that, and everything, begins and ends with number 0, Destiny Robinson. It might say 0 on her jersey, but she's far from that. She can do everything inside. She can help bring up the ball a little bit when necessary, and certainly a confident player.
Destiny Robinson, 15 against Sacred Heart. Got a little help from Maldonado, but not really much help from the rest of the supporting cast. And as we mentioned, they dropped a little bit of a shocker to Sacred Heart last Sunday.
Well, tonight they're going to need those two and more against a tough Christ the King team, because no matter who's there and who's playing for Christ the King, they have that persona.
We're back with the opening tip-off and all the action right after this. This is semifinal state basketball right here on T&D Sports, brought to you by Orlin and Cohen.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
He pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches the great. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory.
Experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Williams stops the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down! Chris Williams with the right hand. View drives baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie! No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Just about set for the opening tip-off of our second semifinal here this evening. Mike Trezza, Mike Adone on hand, along with our entire T&D Sports video crew at Holy Trinity in Hicksville, where earlier today we saw St. Joe's beat Cardinal O'Hara in overtime 75-72. They'll advance, Mike, on to Hofstra tomorrow against the winner of this second semifinal. Starters now being introduced.
Well, if this game can match the first game, Mike, we're in for a heck of an evening. We took a much-needed 30 minutes in between to gather ourselves, but St. Mary's traveling tonight. Really, they're the home team. A lot of crowd support. They're going to need it against a very tough Christ the King team.
For Christ the King, the visitors, they'll start with Ayanna Culver, who we featured in our opening in the backcourt, along with Ariel Lopez up front. It's Skylar Kemp, Maya Velasquez, and of course the big girl, 6'5", Olivia Vukosa. For St. Mary's, they will start with Layla Carr in the backcourt, along with Sophia Maldonado and Scarlett Cubero, Tiana Thompson, and up front is Destiny Robinson.
As you mentioned, Mike, Christ the King, Olivia Vukosa, 6'5", out of Croatia. That's an imposing player in the middle.
It's going to be Vukosa and Robinson to jump it up. Robinson wins the tip. St. Mary's in the white goes right to left, but it's quickly stolen back to Christ the King and in the hands of Culver.
Christ the King in their away pink, which I don't think I've ever said before.
Lopez back to Culver. Now right side Velasquez to Lopez. They get it inside to Vukosa. She lays it in.
So you see St. Mary's coming out in zone. Christ the King beats it easily to the baseline.
Tiana Thompson on the right side directs traffic with the left while she dribbles with the right. Gets it to Cubero. Running jumper is no good, and Skylar Kemp rebounds. Lopez left wing. Across the court, nice dish inside. Shot won't go though from Kemp, but it's going to stay with Christ the King.
So Christ the King early just spreading out the court, running a cutter through. They were able to find her underneath. Not a great sense of urgency. just running their stuff.
2-0 Christ the King. Shot from the left corner for 3 from Culver is good.
Establishing herself right away, gives them a quick 5-0 lead.
Tiana Thompson handles the ball, gives it up Cubero. Cubero looking for the screen from Fitzpatrick, who's in quickly. Off the glass and in. Robinson.
Solid move by Robinson, using her speed to blow by the bigger Olivia Vicosa right there.
Ball's knocked around. It's going to stay with the Royals of Christ the King. Taking a quick look at our coaching matchup. It is Bob Mackey for Christ the King, and of course, Coach Kevin White for St. Mary's. Running jumper from Culver won't go, but she draws a whistle.
Also, Mike, 3 fantastic officials here that were here on Long Island, and myself that I'm very familiar with. Underneath right now is Ralph Farnolis. To the right of your screen, Tom Sheehan and Carl Small on the other side. Experienced crew, have done most all the championship games on Long Island so far.
Culver drops in the free throw. She'll get another. Christ the King leads 6-2 in the early going. Lefty shot is a swish, and it's 7-2 Christ the King on top. Now they press. Cubero gets it across to Camus. Nice look inside. Camus for 3. Shot's too strong. And with the rebound is Velasquez. Lopez looks inside, instead gives it up Culver. Velasquez, Vukosa. Vukosa in the post. Throws the shoulder, can't get the shot, gets her own. Shot's no good, and Camus boards for St. Mary's.
Strong offensive rebound there, but not able to convert.
Thompson nearly had it stolen. It comes left corner for Maldonado. Offensive board, St. Mary's, Cubero. Shot straight ahead and in.
Well, you got Christ the King 7 and Destiny Robinson 4. Reminiscent of her performance last weekend against Sacred Heart.
They leave it outside for Velasquez. To Lopez, her 3 is no good. Scramble for it, it's tracked down by Kemp. They try to get it inside to Kemp, but Robinson's there to knock it away.
Christ the Kings worked both inside out and outside in against the zone. Softest spot is along the baseline. See if they go to that right now.
Culver with the left-handed dribble across the court. Lopez drives baseline, puts it up, shot's no good. Vukosa offensive board, can't get it down. Back the other way, St. Mary's. Maldonado on the dribble. Tries to get it inside, it's knocked away. Scramble for it, but it's going to stay with St. Mary's.
Boy, I'll tell you, Olivia Vukosa, very impressive for a 6'5" girl. Very quick, very agile. Got her shot blocked on one end, came down, and got involved in the defensive end.
St. Mary's fans, Mike, a little quiet last Sunday, but they've shown up and shown out here so far.
They certainly have. They know they need that tonight.
Tiana Thompson, left wing 3. That's too strong. Vukosa boards. Hands off to Culver. Velasquez on the dribble, gives it up Lopez. Across the court, Culver. Stops, pops. Vukosa keeps it alive, but it's going over to the Gales.
Seems like Christ the King hasn't found their range quite yet. Defensively, though, they're very happy to let St. Mary's shoot the ball from outside, one of their weaker points.
Here it comes to Cubero. Cubero on the drive, knocked away, but stays with St. Mary.
Great hands on D from Christ the King.
Kayla Solomon is into the game for St. Mary's. Up top, Thompson. Camus thought about it, passed it up. Gives it up top, Thompson. Now Robinson, they collapse on her. Solomon looking for room, looking to go to work. Leaves it off for Thompson. Right wing three is no good. Vukosa back the other way. Tracked down by Culver. Gets it into Pinnock, who's now in. Reverse layup goes, and the foul.
Great job, Mike, by Christ the King, finding the girl along the baseline. You're going to see it here on the replay. Skylar Kemp with the backdoor cut. That's the place that the 2-3 zone is most vulnerable.
Kemp hits the free throw, puts Christ the King up 10-4. Maldonado gets it across Thompson. Maldonado again to Thompson. Solomon backs up on the dribble. Camus in the lane, loses it. Back the other way is Amanda Smith. Gets it ahead to Culver. She hits the shot and draws the contact.
Wow, what a gather there by Ayanna Culver. He's going to have a three-point chance here the conventional way. Gets out along the play, gathers the ball. Little light contact there.
Solomon wanted to travel on Culver. Instead, she got the foul called on her. Culver puts it in, and Christ the King opening up a quick, big bulge. They're up by 9. Solomon from way downtown. That's too strong. The Royals on the run. Pinnock up top. Baseline, lost by Smith. Solomon, nice look inside, but the pass to Thompson could not be handled.
Mike, I think St. Mary's, if they have any chance of staying in this game, going to have to find a way to get the ball to Destiny Robinson each time down, at least for a touch.
We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Christ the King leads 13-4 in the early going over St. Mary's. Here from Holy Trinity, Mike Trezor, Mike Adone on hand to bring you the second of our 2 semifinals. The first one was an absolute blast. This one, Mike, might not be quite as competitive all the way through.
Well, St. Mary's going to have to find a way to drop a couple of shots.
Culver for 3, knocks it down.
Out of a timeout. Execute a nice little set there, get an easy three-pointer.
Here's Maldonado. Her shot bounces around the rim, but won't go. Culver to Pinnock. Gets it down onto the baseline. Shot straight ahead, no good. Scramble for it on the floor. St. Mary's getting after it. They don't want to be out of this one quickly.
No, they know they have to come up with all the hustle plays. If they have any chance of sticking with them, it's going to stay with Christ the King here on the baseline. Fresh 30 on the shot clock.
Sky Priester into the game for Coach White. Played good minutes in the game against Sacred Heart. Smith tries to split defenders. Inside to Vukosa, banks it in.
Outstanding catch and finish right there by the big girl. Took a little bump as well.
Solomon to Priester. Solomon looks inside. Priester drives baseline, now backs up. Solomon from way downtown. Mike, we saw some of those from way downtown from Solomon. Is it at all possible she doesn't really know where the three-point line is?
It's possible. I think it's just a matter of being a little, at this point, a little flustered by the score and looking to just get a shot up when open. But they're not going to be able to contend with Christ the King with that type of offense.
I mean, we saw this on the game on Sunday. She's shooting from 5 and 6 feet behind the line.
Yeah, no need. Not any extra lines here.
Scramble for it. Maldonado saved it temporarily, but the shot is put back in. Vukosa.
How do you answer that? I don't think you can.
And it's going Christ the King's way again. They are up 20-4 with 23 seconds left. Coach White trying to ride it out till the end of the quarter.
Absolutely. It's the little things here. Just try to get a stop before the end of the quarter. Got to get the little victories.
Priester presses, but she's called for the personal. Fourth team foul already on St. Mary's with just 10 seconds left in the quarter. Culver. Vukosa for three. Shots off the side of the rim, and that's the end of the first quarter. Our score after 1 quarter of play, Christ the King 20, St. Mary's 4. We're back with the second quarter and all the action right after this. This is state semifinal action from T&D Sports, brought to you by Orlin and Cohen.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
He pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. Maldonado will trigger it in right in front of us, gets it in to Priester. Maldonado to Robinson on the baseline. Nice cut inside to Fitzpatrick, who's now in, and she gets fouled.
All right, there you go. Good set by St. Mary's. Spread it out, get a little room, good back cut, get on the free throw line, make a couple of shots here, and get your composure.
Claire Fitzpatrick, a junior out of Huntington, just subbed in to start the second quarter. They started with Camus, Mike, instead of Carr, who started the last game, so I wonder if Carr might be injured. Fitzpatrick good on 2 of 2.
Little extra size she adds as well.
Shot for three is in and out, and Robinson cleans the glass. Robinson looking to get it back, and instead it's knocked away from her. Vukosa brings it up herself, but she loses it to Fitzpatrick. Solomon thought about a long three again. Instead, Fitzpatrick launches. Shot's no good, and it's pulled down, but Velasquez.
Mike, I know I'm repeating myself, but St. Mary's cannot settle for threes.
Nice look inside. Smith gets it to Pinnock. Pinnock is fouled on the baseline. I think it's going on Solomon. She looks incredulous.
Yeah, it was tough right there. They got the shot clock down to 7, played a solid defensive possession, and then had to give up a quick foul.
Culver's back in, replacing Hines, who was in there briefly. Bucosa has it knocked away by Maldonado. Maldonado will take it up herself. Tries to get it on the baseline. That's knocked away by Pinnock. Velasquez for 3. In and out. Board is by Fitzpatrick. Gets it to Priester. Robinson in the paint. Rolls it in.
There you go. Got to get a touch from her. Anything on the inside is going to help. Coach Mackey wants to talk it over right now.
We'll stay right here, Mike. And while this game is getting a little one-sided, St. Mary's getting a little bit of a run. I still can't get over what happened in that first game. I mean, St. Joe's jumped out to such a big lead, and Cardinal O'Hara spent most of the evening fighting their way back. The game was an absolute instant classic.
Absolutely.
Overtime, the whole deal.
And then they basically had St. Joe's had the game won. Cardinal O'Hara hits a huge 3 to put it into overtime, and then it was all St. Joe's in the overtime. A real classic, you're right.
But meanwhile, in this one, Christ the King was up 20-4, and now St. Mary's has scored 4 in a row. Trying to get themselves back. They need a couple stops, a couple buckets to get feeling good about themselves. Smith drives in the paint. Dishes off onto the baseline. Velasquez rolls it around, drops it in.
Nice adjustment there by Christ the King. They take the 6'5" Vukosa, put her on the baseline, opens things up just a little bit.
Solomon. Wow, Priester, nice move, but fell down. Maldonado, left corner 3 is no good. Back the other way of the Royals. Smith in the paint, gives it up.
Got a hold on the inside. Official Tom Sheehan right on top of it. Let's see what Christ the King does out of the inbounds here against the 2-3.
Foul goes on Maldonado, that's her second. Bucosa with the spin move, drops it in, but it's whistled off. Offensive foul called on Bucosa.
I don't know about that one, Mike. That seemed to me to be a, oh no, looks like they're gonna stay with it. Yeah, that was a fantastic move, kept the ball high. Looks like there was a little bit of discussion between the officials, but they're gonna stay with it.
I thought that was going on Bucosa, but instead she got the call, missed the free throw, but got the bucket. Solomon nearly has her pocket picked, but the foul is going on Amanda Smith of Christ the King.
Important again. St. Mary's, let's get the ball down the court, see if you can get a touch of the hands of Destiny Robinson. Doesn't even have to be a shot, just get a touch.
Ariel Robinson back in for Christ the King. Solomon looks inside. Fitzpatrick now back out to Priester. Fitzpatrick baseline. She's doubled and has it taken. Pinnock over to Culver. Pinnock into the paint. Shots up, it's no good. Bucosa tries the stick back, no good. But the second one, this time they're going to call it on her.
They got Vukosa on a over the back on that. Super aggressive. Good box out by St. Mary's caused that foul.
24-8, 4:50 left before halftime. Priester wants it up top. They get it to her. Fitzpatrick, left wing three, off the side of the rim, and going Christ the King's way.
Don't have the stat, Mike, but I would say that's at least 7 to 8 missed threes by St. Mary's. They got to get one to drop.
.420 left before halftime. Christ the King looking to add to the lead. Instead, they'll take it out on the side.
St. Mary's also changing up defense a little bit. Face guarding Ayanna Culver, trying to take the ball out of her hands, make some other people make decisions with it.
Pinnock hands off to Lopez. She drives the paint, but loses the ball out of bounds to St. Mary's.
Good D there for St. Mary's. Christ the King going to stay up.
Robinson thought about the shot, instead gets it across the court. Fitzpatrick, right wing three, she launches, misfires. Back the other way is Pinnock. To Lopez for three. Bukosa offensive board, spin move, but she traveled.
That's a tough call right there. Looked like she had a good rebound and spin. But I'll tell you, Mike, Bukosa on the defensive end, I mean, what an absolute gem to have back there when you have one and done shots. I mean, St. Mary's has got to be literally perfect to stay in this game.
Thompson's back in. Priester looks inside, gets it into Robinson, gives it up to Solomon for three. This time, it counts.
Maybe that's the one that gets St. Mary's going.
Solomon flaps it up as she D's up. St. Mary's crowd wants defense. Let's see if they get it. Here's a three. That one's good from Pinnock.
Post entry, double team, kick it back out, plenty of time. Pinnock knocks it down.
Robinson, nice move inside. Can't get the shot down, but she gets the foul on Bukosa.
Fantastic job of using her speed once again. Get the ball, pump fake, up and under, goes in. Now critical to make these free throws.
Robinson, as we said, Mike, almost single-handedly, she and Maldonado kept St. Mary's in that game against Sacred Heart. This time she gets the free throw down. 15 for Robinson, 8 for Maldonado. That was 23 of the 29 St. Mary's scored that night.
And right now Robinson with 9 of their 12.
Offensive board, Maldonado. Loses it to Pinnock. Let's see what the call is. St. Mary's is going to get another chance.
Gonna have a push up there on Pinnock. Tried to create a little bit of room.
Priester is going to trigger it in. Solomon from way downtown. She connects.
There we go. That was the one before that started the avalanche here. 6 straight.
Bukosa lays it in easily.
St. Mary's had to stay up and try to make something happen. Christ the King easily breaks the press.
Now Christ the King turning up the heat defensively. Robinson turns and fires. Shot won't go. Culver. Dish inside Bukosa for the easy deuce.
Oh, what a look. That's why you tell the big people, run the lane, you'll get rewarded. And that was textbook right there.
We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick step away. Christ the King up by 16.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, and foot and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Hey, you take a look at Coach Bob Mackey, Mike. Just when St. Mary's was starting to climb back into it, he gets Culver making an easy play to his big girl right inside the paint.
You can see Coach Mackey, such a calm demeanor. I mean, your teams don't win over 500 games without being prepared and having great talent. He's got both of that going today.
500 wins is almost Mike Cadone territory.
No, that would take 5 lifetimes right about now.
Solomon drives the lane, puts it in and draws the foul.
Kayla Solomon single-handedly keeping St. Mary's in the game. It's amazing, Mike. You know, shots aren't falling. Then you get a couple. Right here, decides to drive the lane. Stops. Kokosa gets a hand in it. Chance for the conventional three-point play now. Kayla Solomon, 8 straight points for St. Mary's. Has them within striking range.
Solomon hits a couple threes. This time drives the paint and completes the three-point play that way.
St. Mary's going to stay up again. High risk, high reward.
Here's a drive by Lopez. What a banker.
Like I said, it's a high risk, but it was the high reward right there for Christ the King.
Ariel Lopez, just a freshman. Here's Priester. She hits a three.
Now the three again. St. Mary's, it took a little time, but they're starting to heat up.
33-21. We've got a turnover by Christ the King. St. Mary's crowd, Mike, now going ballistic in this place.
Let's see now if Christ the King changes up defensively at all. Tries to put a little pressure. Looks like they're going to go man-to-man, Mike. Good job, of course, right there.
Minute and a half left in the half. Priester pulls up. Shot's no good. Culver is back the other way. She nearly has her pocket picked by Maldonado, but they whistle Maldonado.
Christ the King said, hey, we've seen enough of St. Mary's starting to hit threes out of our 2-3. They go man-to-man, get a turnover, bring the ball up, and now shoot a pair with 1:22 left to go here, Mike.
Maldonado's picked up her third. She's going to have to take a seat. She's replaced by Farida Aziz Al-Hassan. Or check it, it's Cubero who comes in to replace her.
Exactly. Maldonado might not be scoring, but we saw her senior leadership in the last game. In the loss, it's critical for them.
Both teams over the foul limit. A minute 15 left in the half. St. Mary's has made it interesting now, trying to make it a little bit more so. Thompson is bumped on the baseline, and she's going to head to the stripe.
As you mentioned, both teams are over the limit. Christ the King went to a trap. See if Thompson can knock them both down.
Raises an eyebrow in the direction of our official call small. Thompson misses the free throw. Gets the second one to count. It's 35-22, approaching the 1 minute mark.
Layla Carr comes back in the game for St. Mary's.
They break the press with Smith, and they got Culver to take a walk.
Absolutely. Caught the ball. It was too late when she looked up. She was double teamed. St. Mary's hanging tough, playing aggressive. Got to give them a lot of credit here, Mike.
Cubero is going to bring the ball up. Robinson in the paint, powers it up, and draws the contact. Destiny Robinson is going to head to the line.
With Fucosa out of the lineup for Christ the King, This is the time to get the ball to Destiny Robinson on the free throw line and let her do her thing going to the basket.
Just a sophomore, as we mentioned, out of Corona. As Paul Simon once said, the queen of Corona.
Well, if she keeps making those free throws, they're certainly going to keep calling her that. Very calm and collected.
Good on 2 of 2. 35-23. Ball goes off Smith and back over to St. Mary's. Cubero. I thought she was fouled, but I think we've got a timeout. We'll keep it right here, Mike.
Timeout by Coach White. Christ the King, a little out of sync after taking that big lead, Mike. But all credit, as I said before, to St. Mary's. They're playing up-tempo. They've turned up the defense, and they're starting to attack in the middle where they really needed to do. And, of course, what happens when you attack in the middle? The shots outside start to fall.
You take a look at Coach White and his huddle. Mike, they were in serious jeopardy of being run right out of this gym at 20-4, and they've climbed back, to his credit and the credit of all these girls on this floor.
Absolutely. Complete turn. They go for 20 now in the second quarter. Look like a completely different club.
Thompson is going to inbound right to the right of our table. Now Layla Carr is into the game for the first time. Played big minutes against Sacred Heart, but did not start here this evening. Comes in for the first time with 40 seconds left in the half. Solomon across the court to Thompson. Solomon from way downtown. That one won't go. It was Carr trying to keep it alive, but it goes Christ the King's way.
St. Mary's staying up with full court pressure, 28 seconds left.
Velasquez tries to trigger in. It's knocked away by Thompson. But Christ the King will keep possession. 27 seconds left in the half. They get it ahead to Lopez. She drops it off. Nice dish inside to Kemp for the easy bucket.
Lopez just slicing through St. Mary's defense. Great bounce pass leading to the score.
Down to 6 seconds left. Thompson to Carr for 3. No good. And Culver ends up with it in her hands. That's the end of the first half in our second semifinal. Christ the King at halftime leads 37-24 over St. Mary's. We're back with some halftime coverage right after this. This is semifinal basketball action by T&D Sports.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Through. Heats it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice move. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Williams stops the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down! Chris Williams with the right hand. View drives baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie! No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Stops the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down! Chris Williams with the right hand. View drives baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie! No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
We are back at Holy Trinity High School in Hicksville for the second of our two semifinals. Mike Trez on hand, along with Locust Valley girls coach Mike Cadone, to bring you the second of two semifinals. The first one, St. Joe's of Staten Island over Cardinal O'Hara, 75-72 in overtime. Mike, as we talked about, St. Mary's was in real trouble at the beginning of this game. They clawed their way back in, and I think what's happening is that Kayla Solomon is finally starting to feel comfortable on that knee. She hit a couple long threes, got some confidence, drove the lane on the next trip, hit the shot in the paint, got to the free throw line, and now she's starting to feel it a little bit. St. Mary's is definitely going to need her to make a comeback here.
Without a doubt. And can't be understated also, the 3 fouls on Christ the King's Olivia Vicosa opens up that lane. Also, as you had mentioned before, with the lane open like that, you can get the ball to Destiny Robinson, let her do her thing. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see here in the second half, how much Vicosa plays. Does she start the second half? Do they keep her back a little bit? Just her rebounding and her presence there really was huge for Christ the King. But as you mentioned, 20 points after having scored only 4 for St. Mary's in that second quarter really puts the game, within reach here. It had all the makings of a blowout, though.
If you are Coach White, are you telling your girls in the locker room at halftime, make sure you pump it into Destiny every single time until we get the big girl, Vicosa, out of this game?
Absolutely. I'm telling them that. I'm saying our threes are falling now, so be confident with that. I'm also saying we took their best shot. Now it's, everything positive, because it could have been an utter disaster, and to get that momentum keep going, absolutely. You tell them, look, we took Christ the King's best, and we're right there with them.
Let's take a look at our first half scoring leaders, Mike.
Absolutely. For Christ the King, number 3, Ayanna Culver, led with 13 points. And in not limited minutes, but in bunches, number 25, Olivia Vicosa, had 12 for St. Mary's. Again, Destiny Robinson led the way with 11. And as you mentioned, Kayla Solomon had 9, 2 threes, and a conventional three-point play.
So we're going to step away, and we'll be back with the second half and all the action right after this. This is T&D Sports coverage of the semifinals of New York State Catholic High School Girls Athletic Association.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Start of the second half from here at Holy Trinity. Mike Trezor, Mike Adone on hand. Christ the King will get the ball first to start the second half. Ariel Lopez right in front of our table to send it in. Just a freshman is Lopez, but plays with a lot of poise, Mike.
A lot of poise, slices through the defense, as we said before. Great passer. And Vicosa starts the second half with those 3 fouls.
Culver, right corner, Vicosa. They swing it around to Lopez. Now Culver for 3. Nice rebound that time by Solomon. She's feeling it. Gets it up top, Sky Priester. Priester backs up on the dribble between the circles. Send it to Maldonado. They double her. Priester, nice drive inside, can't hit the shot. Robinson tries to keep it alive, but Vicosa cleans the glass. Lopez directs traffic as she dribbles to the right. Culver, now Velasquez. Lopez for 3. Shot's too strong, and it's pulled down by Camus. To Solomon. Solomon, right wing 3. That shot's no good. Vicosa pulls down the board.
Interesting decision there, Mike. She had the lane, decided to pull it out, but then tried a 3.
Christ the King up by 13, looking to extend. Velasquez, Lopez, left wing 3. Ball still loose underneath. St. Mary's is on the floor, but I believe the possession arrow is going to send it to St. Mary's.
Absolutely. Good defensive stand right there. Last time down the floor, Mike, Christ the King had Vukosa on Destiny Robinson. They're staying with it. Oh, now back to the zone. Just as I said.
Maldonado in the paint wants the ball. They can't get it to her. Instead, Priester for three. Buries it.
That's another 3-ball after 0 for 10. They're raining from everywhere.
Lopez thought about the three, passed it up. Now she looks inside. Vukosa bats it away to Culver. Her shot won't fly. Christ the King still with possession. Lopez for three. Oh, yes!
From deep.
Ariel Lopez, the freshman, 9 points a game out of Howard Beach.
As you said, Mike, very savvy, smart player.
Robinson gives it up top. Maldonado on the drive to Robinson. We've got traveling.
Yeah, good attempt to try to find Destiny. I don't think she was expecting the ball. Caught it and tried to make something happen, but a little too late. St. Mary's with the full court pressure.
Here's Lopez. Nice save by her. Now Culver will take her time. Vukosa wants it in the high post, but instead it's Lopez. That one won't go. Got some contact and players hitting the deck.
After working the ball around the perimeter pretty solidly, Christ the King, I'm surprised, settled for that 3-point. But now they're going to stay up. Looks like a diamond in one press that they had showed earlier in the half, in the first half.
4.5 left in the third. St. Mary's trails by 13. Priester on the dribble. Maldonado for three. That's too long. Back the other way is Culver. Velasquez. That one off the backboard and boarded by Camus. Priester, look out. Maldonado drives the lane. Solomon. Not that time.
Great ball movement though, Mike.
Lopez between the legs. Inside Vukosa. It's taken away from her. Robinson's on the drive, takes it all the way, and Vukosa blocks her.
Fantastic job of not fouling and being a presence.
Lopez ahead of the pack, she lays it in.
That's the kind of tempo that's going to favor Christ the King, Mike.
Christ the King, full timeout for them. Will step away and take it with them. They're up by 15.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. 3:26 left in the third quarter. Christ the King up by 15, but St. Mary's looking to climb their way back in. Ball is kicked by Culver, so we're going to get a shot clock reset. Camus gets it into Robinson. Tries to get it up top to Solomon. Back the other way is Christ the King. Nicely done on the break, but blocked.
Priester with an amazing block right there.
Camus drives baseline, banks it in.
See, instead of relying for the three, little up fake, drive to the basket, get the two. That's a great decision.
Culver draws the contact and will head to the line. Can't get the shot down.
Iona Culver, the senior, says, just give me the ball and get out of the way. Let me take it in. Nothing seems to rattle her.
Culver, 14 a game, described by her coach as the little engine that can. And she can get that free throw down.
She certainly can, and being a left-handed shooter and dribbler as well is a huge advantage out of that spot.
Can't get the second one down. Robinson boards. Maldonado gets it ahead. Robinson passes out of the paint. Left wing three is no good. Culver gets bumped, no call. And now we've got bodies flying around and we've got a whistle.
A little overzealous right there on the trap. But look, St. Mary's has got to stay with that. That's the only chance they have to make a dent in this lead and go into the fourth quarter within striking range.
Smith is going to inbound right in front of us, gets it into Lopez. Now Smith with Maldonado in her pocket, between the legs. Drives baseline, shot's no good. Solomon scraps for the rebound. Priester drives. Vukosa blocks her, but we've got traveling called before that.
Tough take right there to even go up against the big. Took a little extra hop on the way in. Once again, St. Mary's stepping up.
Pinnock is back in for Christ the King. Now St. Mary's turning up the heat on D, and they get the steal.
Got to convert here, Mike.
Priester thought about it and then backed out. Minute 45 left in the quarter. Maldonado looks in, gives it up. Solomon, little too far out that time.
Yeah, we're in Hicksville. I think she shot that one from Levittown.
Down to a minute 15 in the quarter. Culver, nice dish inside. Vukosa lays it in.
Fantastic feed. Big time finish. Great hands on Vukosa to put that one in.
Here's a steal by Lopez. Dribbles around the pressure, but she traveled.
But still, you can see the tempo that Christ the King wants to play at, Mike. Get it and go. If the game is played between the foul lines, that's really to their advantage.
One minute left in the quarter. St. Mary's trails by 16. Really needs a bucket right here. They'll take it any way they can. Here's Robinson. She has it stolen by Culver. Stolen right back by Priester. Ahead of the pack, lays it in with the left.
Priester really doing a fantastic job for St. Mary's, kind of picking up all the slack in this quarter.
14-point lead, 20 seconds left. Culver drives in, shot won't drop in. Bukosa's blocked by Robinson, but they call a foul on Robinson.
Robinson doing her best to try to keep Bukosa away from the basket. But as we mentioned before, Bukosa just a little too quick, and great hands for a girl her size. Let's see how she does on the free throw line.
First trip to the stripe for Olivia Bukosa. The 6'5" sophomore from Croatia, as Mike mentioned, 16 points a game, 18 rebounds a game, Mike.
I'll tell you, only a sophomore, it's really scary to think what she's going to be like by the time her career is done.
Any chance you can get her family to move to Locust Valley?
I think we have an apartment ready for her somewhere.
You might have to buy her the house, though.
That might be a violation, though. But we'll talk about that off air.
Robinson in the paint, spins, drops it in.
There you go. Bukosa's out of the game. Go right to Robinson. Get a bucket before the quarter.
47-33. Going into the fourth, we're back with that and all the action right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Williams, top of the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down! Chris Williams with the right hand. View, drives baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie! No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
Start of the fourth quarter from here at Holy Trinity. Mike Trez and Mike Godone. Pinnock triggers it into Culver. Culver with Priester all over her. Culver behind the back. And it's a steal by St. Mary's. And then a foul going on Christ the King. I believe Kemp is going to be whistled for it.
Culver trying to do her best Kyrie Irving impression. Did a great job till she got to the rim, and then an ill-advised pass right there. And then not her, but the team doubles it up with a foul.
I hope somebody in this audience has smelling salts, because if St. Mary's comes back, I am going to have to revive Mike Godone. Camus nearly loses it, now launches for three. Rolls around, won't drop in, and it's Smith back the other way. Hands off to Culver. Straight ahead. Shot from Kemp goes.
Culver, great job that time. Protected the ball on the drive. Kicked it out for an easy jump shot.
7 minutes left in the game. Christ the King once again opens it up to 16. Robinson in the paint. Nearly loses it, but St. Mary's keeps possession.
Good sign, though, for St. Mary's to be able to get Robinson the ball in the paint. Looking to attack.
Solomon. That one's off the front of the rim, gets her own, puts it up, can't get it through, and Smith clears the board.
Mike, looks like Christ the King is content with this lead, not to push when they don't have to.
Bukosa now wrestling with Fitzpatrick in the post. Ball's knocked out of bounds, but we've got a whistle.
Vukosa stepped out there. Mike set kind of what they call a faux screen. Culver was able to turn the corner with that spacing. See if she can knock down two. Smart move there by the senior to attack in that open space.
Ayanna Culver, the senior out of Jamaica. 5 assists per game. I guess it helps having a 6'5" girl inside to
I can only dream.
add
yes.
to that assist total. Hits them both, opens it up to an 18-point ball. 6:20 left in the game. Solomon, again from deep.
That's not going to get the job done, unfortunately, Mike.
A lot of wrestling around underneath the basket, and this time it's going St. Mary's way.
Ball hit the top of the backboard off the shot. Price the King content to fall back. Put pressure once they come over half court.
6 minutes left in the game. St. Mary's needs to get on a run and do it quickly. Priester directs traffic. Maldonado to Robinson. Robinson lays it up, shot won't go. Vukosa clears the board. Smith still with possession. Tries to get it to Kemp, but Kemp lost it on the way to the basket. He got a foul call.
Fantastic back cut right there. Official Carl Small right on it. No shots, correct call. Ball was on the floor.
Winner of this game, as we mentioned, on their way to Hofstra tomorrow to take on St. Joe's. Ball's in and out. Fitzpatrick boards. Priester gets a screen. Now to Solomon. Solomon from deep. That one's too strong. Robinson with the rebound, and she draws a foul.
Still, Solomon, after being so hot in that second quarter, unfortunately has gone cold here a little bit. But still, St. Mary's with the offensive rebound. And we've called her name quite a bit in the last 2 weeks, Mike. Destiny Robinson on the free throw line. She's involved in every play one way or the other.
Kemp with 4 fouls has to take a seat. Robinson at the line. Can't get the first one down, she'll get another.
You know, late in the game, under 5 minutes, these free throws they're always important, but they're critical right now.
Robinson good on 1 of 2. It's a 17-point game. Under 5 minutes to play in the game. Here's Culver all the way to the basket and drops it in.
Smooth as silk going down that right side.
Priester. Picked up by Culver. Nearly loses it. Robinson thought about the shot, passed it up Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick picks up a shoulder from Vukosa, and I think that's going to be number 4 on Vukosa. She can't believe it, but I can.
Well, she should, because there was a lot of contact right there. She didn't move, but she did not have position, so I think that's a good foul call. Smart play also by number 2, Claire Fitzpatrick. Stop the clock, get on the free throw line.
Fitzpatrick at the line, can't get the first one down. Not helping St. Mary's, missing these free throws, Mike.
No.
Cubero checks back in for St. Mary's.
Do or die time right now defensively. Got to press up, hope for a steal and a score.
Now St. Mary's is going to go to work on defense. Bukosa drives baseline, dishes off. Shot won't go, but there's contact.
You can't help but, again, be impressed with Bukosa handling the ball on the right side. Like a point guard, throws a great bounce pass, leads to the foul. Alyssa Hines, I believe, is going to be on the free throw line here. Oh, they called it on the ground.
Here's a three from way downtown. That shot won't go. Battle for it underneath. We've got a loose ball foul, and I believe that's going on Christ the King.
Actually, Mike, I think it's on St. Mary's over the back on that rebound. Tough call right there. Gives Christ the King another possession.
That's the fourth team foul on. Oh, actually, it's Christ the King who keeps possession, and Pinnock puts it back in.
Yeah, just too easy right there.
Shot from the right corner from Maldonado's no good. Velasquez getting set to check back in for Christ the King. Got a foul going on St. Mary's. That's going to be
15th foul, yeah. You know, Mike, basketball is just such an amazing game for so many reasons, but you look at St. Mary's, couldn't hit a shot in the first quarter, went wild on the threes in the second, and then have gone cold here in the third and fourth.
I'll tell you the volume in this arena, though, Mike. You would never believe this is a 20-point game with
Absolutely.
3.5 minutes left.
A lot to be proud of, though, for St. Mary's especially to get this far. Very few teams playing at this time of year.
3:20 left in the game. Christ the King now up by 21. Robinson, right corner. Has it taken away by Smith. Smith to the rack. Robinson comes away with it to Priester. Back the other way are the Royals. Ahead to Smith, lays it in with the left.
Great steal on the back end by Pinnock that led to that, Mike. We got a full timeout, it looks like, here for St. Mary's.
We're going to step away and be back with the final 3 minutes right after this. Christ the King leads by 23.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Top of the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down! Chris Williams with the right hand. View drives baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. More at half court.
3 minutes left in the game. St. Mary's doing what they can to keep themselves in it. Solomon for three. Robinson offensive board. Fitzpatrick drives baseline. To Maldonado. Shot's no good. Back the other way is Christ the King. Get it in the sure hands of Culver. Here's Smith. Baseline jumper, it's smooth.
Exactly, Amanda Smith with a smooth and silky stroke right there.
Amanda Smith. They try to get it inside. Maldonado Here's Robinson, shot won't go. They get it in the hands of Culver. Boy, Culver has some handles, Mike. Here's a shot, but the second one from Pinnock goes in.
Pinnock on the spot. Read the offensive rebound really well.
Solomon is doubled. Robinson takes it strong and buries it.
Strong finish right there. Quick timeout. It's looks like a full timeout here. I don't know if they have any 30s left. Got to appreciate the never say die attitude right there as we're looking at St. Mary's.
Mike, how much do you think it hurt St. Mary's that they really didn't play a lot of close games this year? As we mentioned last Sunday at Farmingdale, they kind of rolled right through the Nassau-Suffolk division, and now when you're playing tough teams from the city, upstate, other parts of the state, does it hurt you a lot that you haven't really been there in these types of dogfights?
It definitely can, and you know what? They've relied all season on their speed and athleticism and their aggressiveness. At this time of year, you have to also rely on some shooting, and unfortunately, they just haven't been able to carry that shooting through last week and tonight's game as well.
Minute 45 left in the game. Christ the King gets it in. St. Mary's turns up the heat again defensively. Smith has it go through her hands, and she stepped on the baseline, turning it back over to St. Mary's.
Trying to do a little too much there. Really just need to pull it out and work the ball.
Thompson, left hand shot goes.
Nice to have a left-handed guard who can drive and do that.
Smith drops it off inside. It's back the other way for St. Mary's. Fitzpatrick thought about the three, instead gets it to Thompson. She drives baseline. Smith with the steal. Culver should take her time and back it out. That's just what she does. Under a minute to play. Culver in the paint, puts it up. Shot's no good. Thompson controls. Carr. Shot rolls around, won't go. Christ the King back on offense with Lopez. Check it, it's Velasquez.
So, Mike, it looks like we're going to have a Christ the King St. Joe's game tomorrow. Congratulations to all teams in these semis today.
Inside to Bukosu, puts the exclamation point on.
And then some.
64-39.
Big player, big game. Just a little bit of everything today from Christ the King.
Down to 10 seconds left. Maldonado gets it to Asare, who's now in.
That's going to do it, Mike.
That is the final. Our final score in our second game. Christ the King, 64, and St. Mary's 41. We'll step away, come back to put a wrap on this one right after this word from Orlin and Cohen.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kiernan launches the three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. Final score once again in our second of our two state semifinals. Christ the King 64, St. Mary's 41. Mike, Christ the King jumped out to a really early lead. St. Mary's did all they could to hang around and claw their way back in. Second quarter, end of the second quarter, went on a nice little run behind Solomon, who gave them a burst of energy. But in the end, it was really just too much Christ the King, a team that, as we talked about at the outset, has a lot of athletic talent and very, very deep.
Very deep. An interesting mix for Christ the King of young players and experience, size and guards, shooting when you need it. Just a little too much for St. Mary's, as you said. They hung tough, hit some shots in the second half, but just too much of a perennial powerhouse tonight.
What do you think about the game tomorrow at Hofstra, Mike? Can this St. Joe's team that really had to pull out all the stops in overtime to beat Cardinal O'Hara, what kind of game do you think they can give Christ the King tomorrow at Hofstra at 3 p.m.?
I think they could play them really tough, and it could be right down to the wire. People say, what about playing at night and playing the next day? These kids play so much basketball and are in such great shape that I think it's not going to be a factor. However, playing on a huge court tomorrow at Hofstra University, 5,000-seat arena, what more could you ask for? As a fan, you're hoping just for a great game, and you're really happy for both teams.
So our first semifinal, really a dogfight, competitive. This one a little bit more one-sided, but it's been fun. We want to tell you folks that our producer, director, and technical director tonight is Jamie, the Genius, Burkhart. Our camera operators, Dave, Camera One Stemple, and Christian Kanga Rue. For everyone on our T&D Sports Video crew, including my partner, the coach, Mike Adone, this is Mike Trezor thanking you for watching. We will see you in lacrosse season.